Chat. Oh dear, chat.
Hello,
Let me tell
chat.
you a story. Story about tonight. How the universe did not want us to play Baldur's.
It really, really, really didn't.
Firstly, Sarah is currently out of town. Her hotel internet.
Shall I tell?
Sure.
Shall I tell?
Sure.
Sarah is out of town. She's at a hotel. She had the basic internet. She thought that was fine. Then she sees on the Gateway Discord, "Hey guys, don't forget to update the game." And I was like, "Oh yes, Sarah shall do that." So about an hour or so before we're going to start, I think, I've got the leg up on this. And she goes and she does the update. An hour later, it's only at 20%.
Hang on, are we even live right now? I don't even know.
We are.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So, Sarah then thinks, well, crap, this is gonna take for god-awful ever if I don't do something. So, I'm like, it's fine. I'll upgrade and pay the $5 and get the better internet. I can't get it. I call the concierge. They can't help me. We don't know why. There's literally, I don't know. So Sarah frantically gets on the Discord, has a little bit of a meltdown, and Bosco says, why don't you go to the business center in the hotel and see if they have a thing you can hotwire into? Good idea. I was too panicky to figure that out. So I did. It worked. It was a bit janky, but I managed to get the update downloaded. Yay! We think everything's fine. And then...
To reward Bosco for his goodwill, God turned his internet off.
See, this is why JRPGs have prepared us to kill God over and over and over again. There's always a bum fucking rap.
Yeah, so Baldur's Gate 3, not happening tonight. The universe won. It was not meant to be.
At least I know next week when I go to the other stinking event I have to go to, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay for the good internet right off the bat. And just save myself some grief.
Well, on that note, we're just gonna do a little Q&A. We're not gonna pull from the Discord. That would take too long to set up and get. So I think we're just gonna pull some questions from the chat. This is what's gonna happen here. So feel free. It's a free for all. Just ask us anything. Ed is here. He's just a little he's taking his frustrations out on probably a random coffee mug or something.
Should have some coffee.
Probably does sound good.
So bring on your questions.
Oh, and if you hear Suika game in the background, don't worry about that.
You don't actually hear it. You're just imagining it.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a question. What is Suika game?
Funny.
It is a game about stacking fruit to turn it into other fruit until you eventually get watermelons. And the goal right now is to defeat Connor, who has over 3,000 points.
Actually, Thero is currently in the lead right now.
Ah. That was Monty's good friend Shay who was in the lead.
I'm not sure how much he has.
Who is your favorite PC and why is it Remy? I don't know, he kind of out of a stick of his butt.
I feel like answers to who's your favorite PC is a little biased.
It's that thing again. You're all
Well-
my favorite. You grab your bearded guy. You're my favorite.
I mean, Remy really knows how to make a point, and take one too.
Hmm.
I've seen spoilers to the updates for the epilogue, and mostly I see everyone freaking out about Asterion, whatever. I don't care if I'm saying it wrong.
I've experienced no spoilers for Baldur's Gate. I have been fortunate enough to literally have no idea what's going on.
I just hope it remains that way.
You
Yeah,
are pure and innocent.
that is true.
If you have any questions about Baldur's Gate, our playthrough of it, or about Prince Division, or anything really.
Yeah, just anything, really, honestly. It's us! Give us your heart any questions. How would you play your characters if you made them antagonists in a campaign?
Like Dark Urge, or you mean in general, outside of Baldur's Gate? I assume you mean outside of Baldur's Gate.
If we're talking just any character, if it's Valsinian from the one-shots, you don't want him to be an antagonist. That is chaos unbridled. Helps that he's a wild magic sorcerer. If it's Kel, people already got a taste of that around episode 19 to 20 of Prince Division. Let's not do that again.
You were very creepy when you talked about why you had that water spell on hand.
Look, it's very useful for when you want to drown people.
Yeah!
Their mouth counts as an open container!
These are thoughts that nice, gentle dragon boy maybe shouldn't have. It's strange.
I mean, he is a doctor.
That just makes it worse. So much worse.
Panic were a villain. Panic were a villain,
Yeah.
he'd probably use enchantment spells a lot more than he did. He would probably just force people to give him whatever he wanted.
I could see Esme being a fun villain if she took a page out of the the Autumn King's book. Became more chaotic. Became more chaotic. This is fun. I don't care if it hurts your feelings.
Otho as a villain would probably be a lot like how he is now.
Just less discerning. I'd imagine.
Yeah.
Right now he has scruples about crime. If he was antagonist, he would not have scruples about crime. I think the best way I can sum up antagonist Kel is, it is my solemn duty to preserve life. But being alive and living a life are two very different things.
Gibby pops up behind him. It's true, I experienced that.
You can be a vegetable and still technically be alive.
Hills just looks at you. I know. Remember?
Yes.
It's like, I do. Far away look. I do.
Yeah. Plants are all alive.
Oh, I see what you did there.
But
Vegetable applies to sapient creatures as well.
oh, that kind of it.
It is when they are no longer sapient.
Gotcha.
Then they're just bags of meat.
Gibby's in the corner rocking in a fetal position, just like, I'm dead, fake dead so many times.
To be fair, it worked, and it was funny as hell.
Oh yeah, it was
really
great.
did have.
I did have astral plain popcorn or something.
For Tanis, I honestly don't know how he would as a villain. He probably just would have given in to his inner anger, I suppose, and
I think just imagine what would have happened if anything permanently disfiguring or dying would have happened to your daughter in the midst of what happened.
that would have been really sad.
That man would have like razzed the mafia. He would have just gone through them one by one.
Oh yeah, John Wick would have happened.
No, what that's antagonist, Dennis. John Wick. That would be fun to see, honestly.
I'm gonna need a gun.
You have a gun.
Yeah, you have a gun.
Cool.
Just doesn't work very well.
And then La Castlevania starts up.
You have
Half the things you shoot don't even take damage.
You only have 6 bullets.
Honestly, a hilarious cut of John Wick would be him just going around doing all these stunts shooting people, and they're just standing there not taking damage, but he's still going.
Could you do like like a whole movie where the whole central premise is that the guy basically only has 6 bullets to get what he needs to get done? Kind of like that scene in Deadpool, but extended into a whole thing.
You could.
That would be an interesting premise for a movie.
I mean, that's where the phrase, "Do you feel lucky, punk? Do ya?" comes from. It was all about counting bullets.
I fire 7 shots or 6.
1 + 2 + 2 + 1.
9 + 10. 21.
You stupid!
You're stupid.
You're stupid.
Stupid!
Feel stupid, punk? Oh, do ya? Oh god, I haven't even been reading questions.
Zenlita asks...
Yeah, go ahead. I think it's the same one I was going to read.
Yeah, it's the same one. Zenlita says, if you guys were to play completely different characters in the Prince of Persia universe, what kind of characters would you play? Connor already did.
That's true. I played a Dwarven Cavalier fighter. I'm not even sure I remember his name at the moment.
I had a backup idea if Gibby ever died. I thought about maybe being like a drow rogue, maybe one that worked with that what was that lady's name? The spider or something?
Oh yeah.
Maybe she was on and she was just like, "Oh, sorry about your friend. I wonder if her back hurt from carrying you all."
I need to rub it in.
I know Bosco and I had completely different characters in mind before Connor described his first.
Ooh, do tell.
We were both gonna go for the kind of low energy approach. Like, Kel was originally going to be unintentionally scary. Like, he would say these positive things, but in a really menacing way. Like, your suffering is at an end. I am here to end your pain. So on and so forth.
Just stare at him in fear, and then he just slowly puts out his hand, and there's an Advil.
Yeah.
Let us take ibuprofen together.
Thank you.
Would have been hilarious if we were all just like really, really low-key characters.
He just leans in real close. He's like, "Make sure you eat before you have it, or bad things will happen.
You will regret it.
Do not take this with alcohol. I will know.
In your Baldur's Gate 3 run, how many times have the Dragonborn's familiars died so far?
What is the bucket count?
Baskets died like 3 times, I think. They don't get targeted very often.
Oh, do I need to turn up? Am I too low? That's my volume.
Oh, you sound good.
Are you too low? Sound fine on my end.
I'm good on my end.
Someone's saying, FYI, the backroom music is a little loud. It's hard to hear Sarah and some of the other players at times.
The fuck? What? What? What?
Lo-fi is too powerful.
It is
Lo-fi,
almost
why?
it is almost as low as it can go.
I can turn up a little bit. I just don't want to mess up the settings.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. You just lean closer to the mic or move the mic closer to me.
Lord Commissar Manslaughter asks, how far have each of you gotten in your personal campaigns? I'm just a little ahead of you guys on your stream game.
I'm not streaming it by myself, playing it by myself. I can only do it on Ed's computer, and I only borrow it then. My Mac's not powerful enough to run it yet.
On any of my playthroughs, I have not gotten out of Act 1. All of my playthroughs are in Act 1 right now, so I don't know too much knowledge that is ahead of us at the moment.
I have not finished the game, but I know entirely too much, so I keep my mouth shut as we roam around.
Play again and again. There's so much companioning to do.
I let these 3 decide where to go. I'm just the violent in combat.
My furthest along playthrough is my Otho playthrough, where he is currently about ready to finish in the Underdark.
Says the lesser vampire asks for a drink from your neck. I don't offer, and at this point, I'm not offering until he's not happy anymore. As long as that buff is on him, I'm like, you're fine. You're fine, dude. Don't worry about
Out of
it.
context, think about how twisted that is. You're gonna wait until he's sad before you offer the jugs again.
I just imagine blood is like an antidepressant to him, I guess.
Or like an aphrodisiac.
I want to put it that way.
Well, I mean, how else are you gonna get his blood pumping? When there is none.
I don't think it pumps. I think it just sort of trickles like...
Exactly. That's why when he drinks
Squeaks.
your blood, it gets pumping.
Squeaks through his veins. Like Drano going through a clogged pipe.
Oh, I like that. So Lita says it's serotonin.
Ah, there you go.
Fun, there's lots of people to talk to now in camp.
What is the official title of the Unexpectables of Eastonvale? I think we're stewards. Officially, we are the stewards of East. Because
Oh, I think they're acting like, what's your official capacity in terms of ruling Eastonvale? What title would each of you hold?
Oh, gosh, I don't know.
Because you're all collectively stewards. Oh,
Yeah,
they did
collectively
say
we're
each.
the stewards of Eastonvale. Individually, I would think Otho would be Spy Master.
That's what I was thinking.
Fucking cool as fuck.
I kind of want to say Kai would be the Grand Vizier.
I mean,
Look, he could give off Jafar vibes if he wanted.
Prince Ali Abubu.
What is he gonna turn into what's his face? Shere Khan? They are tigers.
I'm remembering Shere Khan from Tailspin. They had no right making him as hot as he was.
He was a businessman. Look, they put him in a suit. It's hard not to love that.
Especially with that voice, damn.
Tailspin was great.
I didn't get Jafar hat onto Otho. No, that was Kai. Kai's the Vizier. Although, I mean,
if we want someone who could turn into a snake, it'd have to be Iskin.
I guess like Kai's official title would be Court Wizard. Since he is.
I guess Iskin would be Court Cartographer.
Yeah.
Otherwise known as the Royal Map Quest.
He's a Pathfinder.
You know, I know I said Kai could be Grand Vizier like Jafar, but I could see Gaius rocking it better.
Grand Vizier Gaius Agni.
Yes, with the hat and everything. You know he'd lean into the bit.
Grand Vizier, what advice do you have for me?
Shit's fucked.
I don't know. Throw a party or something. Very well, a festival it is. Milo?
Royal Physician?
Royal Chef.
Could do both.
Yes. Royal Dietitian.
Royal Dr. Barber. Yes.
Milo
Still,
does
'cause-
not strike me as a Lord Inquisitor. Christ a moly. I wonder why people hate me so much. Me, Lord Inquisitor of the Orton Clergy.
Oh, that'd be a heel turn.
I don't know that guy. He doesn't speak for me.
What else we got in here?
Other questions.
Cue us. We will aid you.
Dirty.
We will A you in the Q.
Ew.
That's even dirtier.
But first, you must
Hey,
cue us in the A.
A Q.
Burn everyone who doesn't like
Now
toast.
Kel would be the White Ranger immediately. Gorn says, I have this question that everyone can answer. If the Unexpectables Prince Division cast were Power Rangers, what color would each of them be? Kel would be the White Dino Ranger.
I mean,
Perfect casting.
Is it predictable that I think that I assume Gibby would be? Maybe Gibby would be the Yellow Ranger.
Which season? There are many Power Rangers.
I mostly remember the first season. I don't remember the second season now. I remember some of the second season people. I remember Rocky. And I remember Tommy becoming the White Ranger. No, was Tommy the Red Ranger by then? When did he become the Red Ranger? I forget.
He's been the Red Ranger several times, as well as the Black Ranger, the White Ranger, the Green Ranger. There are so many seasons.
I've met the original Black Ranger in person at a studio. It was
Johnny
cool.
Young Bosch was the Black Ranger at some point.
He was the second
one.
season. No, first one was, the black guy was the Black Ranger. But I met him at a studio, and I kind of went to him and I was like, "Look, dude, don't get me wrong, Power Rangers great, but Space Cases was my jam." And he's like, "Yes," and I'm like, "I know." Fuck me, I loved Space Cases so goddamn much. You returned?
What about you, Connor? What would your characters be? Which Power Rangers?
Be? Something tells me that Tannis would be.
Would he be Doggy Kruger? A cat?
Maybe the Green
Maybe.
Ranger, because he's complicated.
Yeah. Green Ranger.
He is a wood elf.
It is true. Wood elves do like the color green. Yeah, probably Green Ranger, I'd say.
What about Panique?
Panic. Probably Black Ranger.
Which season?
Tracks.
Oh fuck. Drawing on
You can pick from any of the Power Ranger spectrum.
ancient Power Rangers knowledge. God, I don't really remember most of the Power Rangers. I only really watched Mighty Morphin.
I feel like I only remember the first two groups of Power Rangers and vague memories of Beetleborgs and VR Troopers.
Oh my god, big bad
Beetleborgs.
Beetleborgs!
Well, I'm alone in my extensive knowledge of Power Rangers. What about Otho? Which Ranger would he be?
Obviously, he'd be the White Ranger. You know, the White Tiger Ranger.
Yeah.
It wasn't Silver. Could literally be the Silver Ranger.
Or it could be the Gold Ranger.
That's why I picked the White Dino Ranger from Dino Thunder. Because I'm Rex. I'm a T-Rex.
Wild Force Power Rangers.
But you don't
That
got
guy
the,
murdered somebody.
but you don't got the little arms. You got normal arms.
I mean, I could if I tucked them in. Rawr.
But then but then you can't stop me from hitting you. Punches him in the face. You got
Oh,
little
the
dino
shield.
arms. You got little dino arms. You can't do shit.
The idea is the full size of the castle in Eastendale.
Castle Eastonvale.
Castle Eastendale.
Uh,
That's where I went to high school.
Westendale better.
Sorry. Yes, Castle Eastonvale. I mean, it's not like a huge castle. It's,
it is still a castle, though.
It is a castle, but it's not a huge castle.
So I'd say it's at least castle-sized.
At least a castle-sized castle. Definitely.
So I don't know if you guys even have the full specs on it or not.
We've run through it a couple of times. I mean, it's big. There's definitely a lot of room for activities in there. Also, I think the entire country has been reclaimed from the King's Curse. King's dead, baby. We're regicides.
We murdered. Look at where it got us.
I mean,
Regicide is always the answer.
by the time it happened, it was self-defense. Technically, on the technical piece.
I mean, who
Don't
would be
worry- don't
around
worry
to
about
claim
it.
it wasn't?
That
It's like,
is
don't worry about it. Don't worry
also
about it.
true.
It's literally your word as the only people there against everyone else.
It's everybody else's word against the Queen's word, because technically she ordered us to kill the king. So in reality,
Isn't that a specific kind of murder?
Matricide?
No, matricide is killing your mother. Patricide's killing your father. Fratricide is killing your brother.
No, wait. Yes, no. Well, regicide.
It's still
is the king,
regicide
it's
for the
queen.
king, but what
It's
is
the
it?
Queen.
What type of homicide is it when a wife kills a husband?
Patris. No.
I don't want to Google this because I don't want to be on a list.
Someone else Google it so they can be on the list instead.
it's Philocide?
Filicide is killing your child.
Pressing.
Don't ask me why I know all this terminology.
Hey, Arkov.
Yeah.
Why do you know all this terminology?
I plead the fifth. I'm
Damn,
American. I can do that.
Court.
got me there.
But we're not in court though.
We're in the court of public opinion.
Oh shit!
Wait, why that theme? That's
I don't know.
That's
It's just-
ESPN.
Because it was I, Von Karma.
It's just my. It's just my. It's just my default, like, oh shit, something's happening theme.
Just do the ching ching from.
Hi everyone,
Law and
welcome to
Order.
the Unexpectables. We're here in Eastendale, I think, and
It's not the ESPN theme, that's the NFL football theme that they use on Fox.
well, welcome
Yeah,
back.
you know. How goes it? Not so great, huh?
Win.
Are you winning, son? No, he's not winning.
Great. Good questions.
Like we said, Ed is dealing with internet problems.
That is correct.
So, who has questions for us?
At the risk of enticing you, there is no question too stupid.
That is true.
You can just choose not to answer them.
Exactly.
That is also I
I kind of want to answer this one. How would your PD characters react if they suddenly got transported to Delvaria? Because Kel would be a menace.
What's
They would not
Delvaria?
know how to handle his ass.
Well, what's Delvaria again?
Basically, Conan the Barbarian, the country.
Oh! Oh, poor Gibby. Poor Gibby. Well, at least she's got magic, but it's just like, oh.
They actually look down upon, they frown on magic users.
Unless it's druidic or cleric.
And even then, it's sort of like, watch yourself, McCormick.
Would Kel love ice cream even if he was lactose intolerant?
I've learned of something in recent years called frozen yogurt, which I think would be a good substitute.
I think
There you go.
it
There
has
it
milk,
is.
though, doesn't it? Most frozen yogurt has milk, though, right?
I don't know. I know of
I
its
feel like-
existence, I don't know the details.
I
I've
feel
never had
like
it.
I feel like Kel would go on like an extensive quest to make a milkless ice cream that doesn't taste like shit.
I can see that.
Like a dairy-free ice cream that tastes amazing, you know? Like when you have that and you're just like, well, this is something.
Either that, or he'd eat the ice cream anyway and just cast lesser restoration afterwards.
It's
So
true.
many spells, so many spell slots.
I have used them for dumber things. Like
Yeah,
antagonizing Bosco.
And talking to a motorcycle.
That was great.
It was.
Monty did not expect me to cast tongues on the sentient motorcycle.
How about you two pick some questions?
There's only
Let's
two
see
to
here.
choose from right now. Well, there's
Exactly.
a third, but
Did God make a burrito so hot that even he couldn't bite into it?
Yes, that's called hell.
that's where all his burritos went. Well, I guess this one's geared toward me. Wild magic table has a result that can make the player younger or older. I was curious how Sarah thinks she would have played that if she had rolled it. Can you explain to me how that would have worked? Is it like the height thing, where I roll a d6 and I lose years or gain
Yeah,
years?
you basically, I think you roll a d10 and then you that many. You either grow younger or older, depending on.
God,
I
that
think
could have potentially made Gibby a teenager. I'm trying to remember where I aged her actually.
Roll a d10. Your age changes by a number of years equal to the roll. If the roll is odd, you get younger, minimum 1 year old. If roll is even, you get older.
Oh. Huh. No, that kind of would have been like, oh, my midlife crisis, even in more midlife now.
And you could always
Hey!
pull up the roll20 page and see what age you put on a sheet.
I really do think that Gibby was someone who was going through a midlife crisis a bit too early. Just a lot.
Early midlife crisis.
It's like, I've seen things. A lot of things. Terrible things. I date the Mafia now.
Oh, we got one from Bosco. What is the soundtrack to your Prince Division character's life?
Oh, it'd probably be a lot like what you're hearing right now on the stream. Tannis would probably be a lot of lo-fi, chill hop, hip hop, a lot of Nujabes, stuff like that.
I'm not really that knowledgeable when it comes to music, so I don't know what would really fit Cal that well. I feel like this is a question that you could better answer for me, Bosco.
Gosh. I don't know why. I weirdly think Gibby would probably listen to a lot of Taylor Swift.
I don't know why that visual tickles me so much.
I wonder if she actually likes it or if it's just a thing she's just like, I don't know why. This just kind of makes me feel better. Some days I just get home, I drag myself to bed, and I just put on the really old stuff. She used to actually sing country.
Viking metal. What character do you think Monty would have played in Prince Division? Well, that's a very meta question.
An orc, I would assume, if she could.
Yeah, maybe she would have played a orc mafia member.
Monty could really play just about anything. How familiar she is with the world.
She did. Did play just about everything.
That is true. Gibby, I'm having a midlife crisis. Tanis, Gibby, you're 28. Gibby, you don't know that. I could die at 40. I feel like the better answer I feel like the better response to that would be, you don't know that. I could be 40 tomorrow. What? Wait. How?
What ice cream flavor would Kel never serve? That's a simple one. He would still serve all of them, because the customer is always right in matters of taste. If they want a dumb flavor, they get the dumb flavor. It's not his business. All he wants to do is see the smile.
Thank you for saying the quote correctly, by the way.
That's a bit of a thing I have. I always say the correct quote, the full thing.
Yeah. A lot of people just stop it at the customer's always right. The customer's always right in matters of taste.
Yep. They want to buy a stupid hat? Let him have it.
I don't know. I remember Kel being real specific about, like, if the stuff was made right. Like, wouldn't Kel want to... I had an incident at the grocery store with this lovely lady who was loading the bags, but she took one look at the cooking wine that I bought, and she's like, oh, no, you shouldn't buy this stuff. Oh, no, it's terrible for the food. No, you should go and buy, like, like, this other brand, so-and-so and so. And I was just like, why didn't you tell me that before I bought it? Thank you, though. I feel like Kel would be like that. Just be like, I don't want to correct you, but I just think next time you might want to think about maybe this brand instead.
See, he did actually do that in the campaign. He was judging every ice cream parlor we went to. But here's the thing, the question said, what ice cream flavor would Kel never serve? If Kel's serving it, it's top quality. Even if it's a shit flavor, it's well made.
Only one who could probably get me to eat cotton candy ice cream.
Work in retail long enough, you realize the customer is not always right. Exactly.
That's where the full quote comes in.
No, yeah, I did my time at Walmart as a cashier. I remember.
Look, some countries have required time for everyone to spend in the military. I think the US should have required time for everyone to work retail. Just so no one's a fucking dick anymore.
Honestly.
Because once you've been in the trenches, you do not fuck with anyone.
Yeah, after doing my time in the food and retail industry, I always make sure to be as polite as possible with the waitresses.
Yep. Because no matter what kind of shit day you're having, theirs is far, far worse. The Q&A is happening here in the Twitch chat.
Yes.
Twitch doesn't want to work anymore. Why are you doing this to me?
You know, we actually discussed this question. If the world of Prince Division had a D&D equivalent, who in the party would be the Dungeon Master? Bryant. We discussed this as a potential one-shot idea.
Oh,
I thought it would have been Kel.
Nope, it'd be Bryant. Because we discussed having him run the game, and all of us be in character playing other characters.
I mean, if we can include non-PC characters in that, I think Zobi should be the DM.
Oh god.
It's so much meta role playing because at that point you're
playing a character that's
you're
playing
playing
a character.
that's, yeah, you're playing a character that's playing a character.
Kel would make an edgelord character. Yeah, I would like to intimidate that man. Natural 20. You're a bad person and no one likes you.
This feels so familiar to me. I can't put my finger on it.
I think Tanis would play like a wizard, but he'd be in over his head and he wouldn't know how any of the spells work. Okay, I think I want to cast Ray of Sickness.
Do you have any spell slots left?
Oh wait, yeah, I have a second level slot. Does that mean I can't cast it?
No, you can. Ray of Sickness is a first level
Oh.
spell. You can upcast it.
Okay. Well, I guess I have to then.
Do you not have any more level 1 slots?
No, I use all of those on magic.
You know what? That's entirely fair. You are valid.
Gibby would be a rogue just because it's something simple, and she's weirdly good at it. Even though, like me, she'll forget certain key things. It's like you realize you could use sneak attack. Right? Yeah. Can I still do that? Can I? Durzup comes out of the bedroom. Are you going to be playing much longer? Yeah, it's fine. Just go watch TV. It's okay. I'll be in later.
Zib, your girlfriend stabbing people.
Is she
There's
doing
a-
it good? Yeah, no, I just killed like 2 guys.
Yeah, she got a nat 20. It was terrifying.
We're out of snacks,
Like-
Durzup.
You bring us some soda. Oh, and some pizza.
Oh.
Even make sure Bryant eats it this time. Just 1,000-yard stare towards Bryant.
Peering over the dungeon master gate card like Leroy.
I'd still love how the final episodes played out just because Bryant didn't come get pizza. Oh, it was amazing.
I can't believe we speed run the ending.
Incredible.
I mean, part of me really wonders how different it would have been if the Medusa had gotten us all. Now that would have changed everything.
Miss Tweedums asks, for those of you who play Final Fantasy XIV, what would your Prince Division character's job be? I think Tanis would be a samurai.
Kel would be a vice mage.
Yeah, there's a blue magic thing in there now,
Don't
right?
sound so disappointed. You got the blood lily.
Oh, yes. Blood lily. Yes. And yes, there is indeed blue magic.
Go for that. I mean, I've only played a little bit, and I was a little Lalafell brawler. My little tiny fists of fury.
Amazing.
I think Bryant would probably be... Probably a
I think
Gunbreaker.
he'd be a Dark Knight, definitely.
Dark
one of
Knight,
those-
definitely leaning Dark Knight, but I could also see him using Gunbreaker because it's fucking cool.
That
Be that
is
dr-
also true.
I bet he'd be that dragon race too, and Kel would just be looking at him like, "Are you making a statement of some kind, Bryant?"
Oh, are you a sailor or you rain? Are you the moon or the sun? And if you're the moon, do you hit people's eyes like a great big pizza pie? It's amore. I still love how in the final episode I snuck it in. But I did get to say, a smile better suits a hero.
talk when you were like, it sucks to suck, doesn't it, fuckboy?
It sucks to suck, doesn't it, fuckboy?
I still
Jordan
play
Bosco's
that.
reaction to that was great.
It was a beautiful moment.
Connor saying, I can't believe this pillar of existence that's existed since time began just got called a fuckboy.
My hair fell out. Remember Connor just going, bald, bald,
Bald! Bald!
Beautifully chaotic fight that became.
Do you think the
Gibby's
party would have
arm.
finally told Bryant it was his fault they had to hit the tower so soon because he still didn't know about the end of the series? It wasn't really his fault. There was a lot that went into that. The real instigator was Zobi.
And Will would bring it up again just as a little ribbing if we do another do another season. It's like, you got no room to talk, mister. I didn't eat the pizza and look what happened.
Although, given what Zobi was, that made entirely too much sense for him to do that.
It is true.
Although, we all jumped to conclusions about what would happen. So, in our panic, we bum rushed the ending.
Oh,
Yeah.
fully so, to be fair.
Like, okay, fuck, we're doing it now. It's happening.
This is it! This is it!
Do it live. Fuck it.
We literally had a 5-second span of that fire drill scene from The Office.
Mm-hmm.
Stay fucking
Unexpected-
calm.
If the Unexpectables ever got a show, what animation style would you use? 2D, 3D, stop motion, or what?
I dream about that. Us getting like a frickin' Vox Machina style animated series. It'd be so good.
I feel like the easy answer would be, say, 2D.
Yeah.
You do got a
is it
2D
wrong?
opening.
It's like, it's
Sure.
a little old hat now, but the Invincible look is real good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Invincible style would be great.
So that's Titmouse, right?
No.
No.
I don't think Invincible is Titmouse. Legend of Vox Machina is Titmouse.
Because I think Castlevania is a bit too pretty. And that is Titmouse, I believe.
I don't think the Castlevania art style would work well for the Unexpectables 2.
I feel like the Vox
What's
Machina
the-
or the Invincible style would work really well.
Invincible
Something
style
a
would
little-
work really well.
I go for something a little stylized too, like Spectacular Spider-Man's look.
Oh yeah. Castlevania is too pretty, I think, for the Unexpectables.
That's what I say.
Unless you do cutaway gags where suddenly someone with a high charisma roll looked prettier. Like pretty Burb Greckles. That'd be the cutaway you use the Castlevania art style for. Cowboy Bebop style would work really well for Prince Division.
What style?
Cowboy Bebop.
I could go for the Teen Titans look, just because then we could have the funny little chibi air bubble thoughts on
Oh,
occasion.
yes. Original Teen Titans.
Can you imagine the Zobi scenes? Like, I've found the mission, and all of us in just little tiny screaming chibis like,
Oh, imagine we got a Teen Titans style song too for the intro.
oh.
Actually, the main Teen Titans theme would kind of work with Prince Division already. Just change Teen Titans to Prince Division.
When there's trouble, you know who to call.
Prince Division! From the tower, they can see it all!
Oh my god.
Damn it!
It's works too well.
Oh, it works. It works. It all works. We done?
Just give us $1 million Patreon dollars and see Prince Division animated series. Fill out our funny Kickstarter, y'all.
Character would you want to voice in campaign 1, Sarah? Well, Esme. I loved Esme.
Yeah, Sarah has a character in campaign 1.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I could. Was Helena the one with the scar?
Yep.
Yeah.
I suppose Sully and her are interesting characters too in their own right, but I was Esme. Though Esme, in that case, I'd basically be waiting until like the last 20 episodes of the show to even pop in. Like, oh god, we finally get it to be in this show.
I mean, I technically also have a season 1 character. 2 of them. I've got Valsinian Velmone, of course. But I'm also going to kill a fucking dragon.
Your one line. The rest of it is just.
I recorded a lot more for Doros. You just never got to hear it because you made good choices.
I don't really know because I hadn't gotten to listen to it at that point, but I don't know. Probably could have fun with Mel. What's her name?
Oh,
the
you'd
Dancing
be a great Mel.
You would
And
be.
hey, you'd get to come back for campaign 2 as well.
I know.
Oh yeah, in the official Unexpectables Discord, Shahalem set up a Doros soundboard with shit I recorded. Although there is other stuff for Doros Monty had me record that you never got to hear. Like if you had refused to go after Willow.
Well, this is the first time hearing of that. What would you have said?
No, wait, we
I'm
have
allowed to say. Just letting you know there were lines recorded for that eventuality.
God damn.
If you want to know, ask Monty.
So wait, what we do? Okay, we need to fan cast Prince Division now. Then, like, I would keep Monty as Castameyer. I really liked her Castameyer.
Plus, having Monty be hostile and cussing is just funny, because it does not come naturally to her.
Everyone is Chris Pratt. Out! That mean, get out!
Get out.
Get out.
We're not welcome in this Twitch chat anymore. You've committed voice actor crimes, and for that you must be purged.
Need an instant purging by the mods for any Chris Pratt talk. Just like out.
Okay, here's an alternative version of that question. If you did not voice your own character in Season 1, which character would you like to voice?
In Prince Division?
In Prince Division or Unexpectables Season 1?
Well, I already said Unexpectables. I'm not against doing like Mel or Helena or Sully, if not Esme.
What about you, Connor? Assuming Panic was already on lockdown, who else would you like to voice?
Who else would I like to voice?
Let's say in Unexpectables Season 1 first.
Ooh, I know my choice. Fleur.
Oh, Fleur de Mort.
Give you that sad guy Bronk or two. He was a sad boy.
I think I'd probably have some fun voicing Marcus Sweet, maybe.
I was just kind of thinking that. After him or Zarv.
Brork is also. I would probably also love to voice Brork as well.
I wonder what Arkoff would sound like as the Autumn King.
I don't remember what he was like.
He's a gremlin.
He's a big possum-shaped, giant bear-sized gremlin. With a slightly Scottish brogue.
So basically close to Valsinian. Oh, I can't really do a Scottish accent.
Bleh.
You can answer this one in the chat, Bosco. Assuming Remy was already on lockdown, who in Campaign 1 of Unexpectables would you want to voice? No. This is assuming you already voice Remy. What other character would you like to voice in Unexpectables Season 1? Crackles!
Amazing.
So you'd just be flirting with yourself.
Whoa.
Platonic
I'll
bird
be right back.
kiss.
Yep.
One of my fucking bottles just popped a cork.
Shit, poltergeist.
Alright, let's switch it to Prince Division then. Assuming your character is already locked down, Sarah, what other Prince Division character out of all the ones we met would you like to voice?
Monty's not doing it. I wouldn't mind giving Costomeyer a run either.
I think you'd do well at Costomeyer.
Palladio could be fun. I mean, I don't want to choose what's her face? Costomeyer's girlfriend. What's her name?
Aaron.
Taryn's a little too close to Gibby to begin with.
You're
I mean,
standing
it'd
Sydney.
work. It would work, but you know. And maybe Zobi would be fun, as I said. Any
Oh,
type
you
of Zobi
antagonizing
would be-
Bosco would be great.
Family. Where's your family? Do you have a family, kid? I did.
Oh, I fucking love those interactions.
Do you want to buy a paper? Shit.
O'Connor, in Prince Division, assuming your character was already you, who else out of all the Prince Division characters would you like to voice?
Been thinking about that.
I would want to hear you and Bosco's take on fucking Acid Back.
Acid Back would be fun.
I feel like you get two very different performances with that, and I'd like to see both.
Years of.
Not to say the obvious, but I'd also like to hear Arkov's take on Durzub.
Well,
It's
you know,
kind
I'm
of a
just an oak of refinement.
It's kind of a gimme, though. In that vein, I'd want to hear Arkov's take on, you know, fucking the leader of the Orcs Mafia too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Baron Jamar.
Mm.
Then I just come and completely sideswipe you with.
Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. You see, you, Mr. Tannis, you're gonna do this thing for me, and I'll give you your daughter back. Capiche? Do we have an understanding?
Fuck you.
I'm glad to see we have an understanding. Now off with you.
Now, assuming your character was locked down already, Bosco, who in Prince Division would you like to voice?
You would say that. Like, of course.
Obi.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, and I mean, you three can answer it too, but chat as well. Like, out of these three guys, the tower.
Ooh. Tower would be
Oh my God.
fun.
Who do they want to voice the tower out of us?
Well, What do you guys think of? Would you want to, or what do you think? How do you do it? How you do it?
I don't remember how Monty played him.
I mean,
I
she
just remember
played
calling him a
very,
fuckboy.
I feel like she played him very like kind of greasy Christian Slater feel to him, you know?
Yeah, it had a little bit of an unhinged feel to him.
I'm trying to think of something more modern, shoot. Hmm. Like if I hated Ryan Reynolds. Sure,
Oh, so
I'll
Green
still-
Lantern Ryan Reynolds.
Ah. Ryan Reynolds was a bastard.
Also, 100 bits from Magic Ninjago, saying to Seconds in Lita's question, PD Crew plays Lethal Company. Who dies first and how funny is it?
Stop
I
checking
know
voice-
of that game, I have never played it.
What is it? What game?
The
Lethal Company.
Oh, I've heard that's the big shit now.
Yeah, it's a modern day Among Us.
On the subject of voice acting for either campaign 1 or the Unexpectables or Prince Division, who would be on your wish list from voice actors? You guys know, like AKA Matt Mercer, Leo O'Brien, Sam, Rico. Number 1, voice actors, please, for the most part. No,
no hiring celebrities.
No stunt casting. I mean, Mercer's a sweet guy, though. I'd probably want him to do something. Like, yes, he is an accomplished voice actor, so he does count.
I feel like Mercer could do a damn good Baron Jamar.
He could. I mean, his range is insane. He could do
Yeah.
a lot.
He's.
I mean, he already has
seriously-
experience being Big Daddy type man, like Ganondorf.
Sorry, there's a very Monty way of putting it.
There's no other way to describe Ganondorf.
Big Daddy.
He's very much Daddy.
Okay, no, you can't do that to me, okay? Save that. You save that for Monty. Meh. You.
I'll chalk that up to another word I can't say around people.
Yeah,
I've been forbidden to say the word moist around another person that you know.
Moist is a fun word, though an awful word.
Moist.
Moist gets a bad rap.
Moist cake is okay.
What
It
is
should be
moist
mo-
cake?
Moist
Cake,
talent.
cake should be moist. Towels should not be moist, though. Not good.
Well, that's what they're designed for.
Oh, but then they're ugh.
But you know they've done their job.
Makes me think of
Or moist.
mildew. Mildewy
Eh.
moist.
There are never any VODs of the Q&As.
Yeah, these don't go up for a reason.
Yep,
Really?
so there's no final Prince Division Q&A.
I feel like I've seen some VODs on the YouTube channel, though.
I think it was a very rare occurrence. I don't even think we saved the VOD of the final Unexpectables Campaign 1 Q&A.
Oh,
I don't believe so, no.
I think that
I-
only survives in like clips.
In terms of casting, I definitely would grab KG for something. KG, something. He's a fucking gremlin. He'd be great. I just
Make
don't
him
know where
Dursley.
I'd where would I put him? I mean, he could do a good tower too. He'd eat that shit up.
Literally.
From the ground to the sky, he would be that guy.
Hey, who did we put as Tannis's brother? Like a Johnny Ong Bosch or
Ooh, Johnny would be good for Jericho.
Johnny Young Bosch would also be good for that one punk kid we captured that one time. The graffiti artist.
Oh,
One who
Lord,
learned to spell freedom of movement that we had to bust out of the central prison.
Was that the one-eyed guy, or what was it?
I don't think it was the Cyclops. It was someone
Oh.
else who took us to the Artist Collective. We had to cut that whole deal with him.
Yeah, wasn't that him?
I don't
That
think
was,
that was the
um,
Cyclops.
Fudge, what was his name?
I don't remember. I just remember he was a smarmy little shit. Keith David as the voice of the tower would completely change that character. I would still call him a fuckboy, though.
I mean, if I was being basic in my thinking, I'd be like Baron Jamar. If I wanted to be more, you know, creative with my choices.
I got a good one.
Go
Just
ahead,
completely out there. Keith David voices Kel's father. Meek little weasel of a man.
Cute.
That married a fucking dragon.
Oh. Oh shit. What about the necromancy division?
Ooh. I feel like whoever voices Karlak in Baldur's Gate 3 would be great for Avulaga.
Actually, Liam O'Brien probably would be a very good, whatever that werewolf guy's name was.
Oh,
That's
I forget
kind
his
of-
name.
I
That's
always
kind of
mentally called him Fluffums, so I never
Rent.
bothered
I think it was
remembering his
Renton or
name.
something, or not Renfield. Renton.
That's yeah. You're getting close. Sounds familiar.
I don't know about Avulaga. Fenton, that was it. Yeah.
Well, Ryer Fenton.
Ryer Fenton, yeah.
That shit lord.
He was cool. He sort of had a stick of his
Fair.
ass.
Yeah.
And
to be
also, he had a
fair,
gun too. I'll have you all know.
I always wonder, like, if the Durzup stuff hadn't taken off, I wonder if Gibby would have tried that. I think there could have been a really good, like, enemies to friends to maybe something with those two, considering there was good pushback between them. Oh, I got it. Mercer as the lead of the Celestials. There you go. Done.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the mayor. I forget his name too. I think he was a Planetar?
No. They're thinking the Azamar was the one who was into Gibby, but it wasn't. He was a Celestial. Or, was he No. He was a...
He was either Empyrean or he was a Planetar.
I think he was an Empyrean. Yeah, that sounds right. God, what was his name? It was an R name, I think.
I can't remember, I just know he was
I
the
could pull
mayor.
up my notes again. I still have them. Just...
Mine are buried somewhere.
Rigagon!
Yeah, Rigagon.
Aye.
Mercer's Rigagon. Done.
What do you think working in the Postal Division would be like? We would be very different characters.
It'd be like Die Hard every day.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Someone
first
didn't
Predator
lick a
movie.
stamp. Get him.
It'd be like the first Predator movie. Just Tannis and Brian going, "You son of a bitch!"
Robbing veins in your forearms.
Oh yeah.
Clasp hands.
Get the grip. Absolutely gripping it. And also ripping it.
Markov, which character of the main party from campaign 1 would your character be? roommates with? I mean, probably Kel. He's the most respectful of the bunch.
I mean, if we're talking strictly Prince Division, Kel would probably room with everyone.
Tanis has a kid. Bryant is Bryant and also has a dog later. It's like, yeah, Kel would probably be the most respectful roommate you could ask for.
Yeah, but she's not like a real little kid, though.
But then she gets a snake.
I feel like if Kel was ever going to have roommates, he would probably take Gibby on as a roommate, and he'd just adopt Bryant as a roommate against his will.
I can imagine if the big first time quotation marks with Durzip and Gibby had happened in her apartment, Kel would just be like, they'd just wake up and Kel would be knocking on the door and be like, congratulations! It's like, oh my fucking god.
Congratulations! You did the sex! What are you safe about it? Condoms are not that expensive, Durzib. If you can afford that tacky suit, you can afford the condom.
My god. One night. That's all I want is one night, Kel. Could you just please? Also, can you make coffee?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Let me know if there's any soreness.
Congrats on the sex.
Guess who had to take Nefene out for late night ice cream last night because some people decided to get a little
Where did you get it from?
Oh, honestly, I just went to the first place that I saw.
I will not judge you too harshly this day.
It was an excuse to get out of the house.
I will admit it is hard to make an informed decision when you are panic running away from sex.
The bedrooms
Especially
are rocking.
work sex.
You know what they say, Kel? If the bedrooms are rocking, get Rocky Road. I'm gonna go back in now. Okay, bye.
It would be great parents. Durzib would spoil the child, though. A complete pushover of a father.
Dear Lord.
Do we have any more questions from the chat?
This is for Prince Division. Oh, go ahead.
This is for Prince Division. I actually got 2 questions. If you could have one wish, what would your characters wish for? If you could be turned into gods, what would you be gods of?
I feel like the obvious answer would Kel be the god of ice cream. It's a fun fact. Kel may have been a cleric, but not once did he mention anything about a deity. Kel was not religious.
I guess like the god patron saint of princes and princesses, because, I mean, that's Gibby. She kind of did the thing to save everybody. The princes and princesses don't really got any kind of deity looking out for them.
Well, they did, but he's concrete now.
What? He was not looking out for them.
Yeah, he was. He wanted to snack on him.
He was looking for them. Oh my god.
Welcome back, Bosco.
Oh.
I'm booting up the game. Let's go. I'm not even kidding. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, 30 minutes. Act 2.
Boot the game up
30
right.
minutes.
Boot the game up right now. That was not a request.
Chat, I hope you're ready.
That was not a request.
Are we
I
serious?
mean, if we're all
I'll do
good for it.
I'll do it.
I'm in. I'm not even gonna stream. We're just going. It's on you, Connor.
Alright, well,
We have a short 30-minute episode.
reluctantly, I'm going to fucking quit my game of Suika game.
Do we gotta change the title of the...
Listen. I don't care if we murder women, children, men, dogs. I need to kill something.
You want Connor to save and then you can kill Asterion?
No. I mean, yes.
I know the
but
perfect
no.
place. I know the perfect place we can go for immediate combat with no repercussions.
Is it the place I think of? I think we're thinking.
You're
I will
gonna
say
Let's
we
just
can
go to the
jump-
Underdark. There's
Remember
literally
where we
that
fought
no
the
one,
spider
no one in
matriarch?
the Underdark is worth. There's no one in the Underdark we have to keep alive. Let's just go there.
Do you remember where we fought the spider matriarch, Connor? Underneath the blighted village?
Uh,
The giant teleporting spider with the babies?
oh, right.
The basket 8?
Yes.
There is a pit there that if we jump down, we'll land in the Underdark and get into a fight immediately.
All right.
We
Hang
will
on,
need
chat.
Featherfall.
Hang on, chat.
Also,
I'm in.
if we want to go later tonight, I'm perfectly fine with that.
I'm down. I literally have nothing to do tomorrow. The Bears have a bye.
It
I
depends
can
on
go-
Sarah.
I can go a little bit. I do kind of need to be up by 8:30-ish. It's almost midnight.
All right.
so
Well, you
we'll-
tell us when we're stopping then. Unless
All right.
Connor's got to be
For a
done
little
even
bit.
sooner.
So wait, how
No,
does this
I'm
work?
fine.
We said we don't put up Q&As on VODs, but
I'm
now
going to stop
are
the stream and then I'm going to restart it.
we- Okay.
Correct.
We'll be right back,
We'll let him
chat.
switch over. We'll be right back. I'm